Okay, going to kick off the second half of July. We are starting here. We played through July 16th, so here we are on the 17th. Let's see what we've got. Take a look at expanded standings. Who's hot, who's not? Really, Gary, 4-game winning streak. Crystal Lake, 4-game winning streak. That's about it. No real streaks on the winning or losing side. Chicago, Carolina, Vegas occupy the playoff positions, and in No More Tears, Lehigh, Gary, and South Side so far. So let's see who the second half of July is nice to and who it's not nice to. I'm going to go to scheduled games. What do we have here? So Chicago, San Francisco. Again, Chicago out there with the league leading start that they've got here, and they get beat by San Francisco. San Francisco's fallen 4 back of the playoffs. Union Steward's been on a roll, and they beat Northwest in 10. Beantown, a winner. Crystal Lake and Southside. Crystal Lake, a big win. Maddox, 14-1. That's a hell of a record. Lancaster at Gary. Gary gets the win. Gary, 5 games back. They are in second place. Illinois, a 5-4 winner over Philadelphia. Vegas, Carolina. Vegas only 1 game out of second place. What a game here. 1-0. Carolina wins. Lehigh on the road at Manchester. And Bob Gibson, of all people, beats Aguirre. And Manchester gets the win. That'll make MV happy. Gary, a 7-4 winner over Lancaster. Beantown heading into Carolina now. And they get shut out. Lehigh just squeaks by, doesn't squeak by. Manchester gets the best of them again as Lehigh only has a 3.5 game lead over Gary now. Northwest a winner. Vegas heads into Washington. Bob Nepper with a win. Southside a winner over Crystal Lake. Chicago pours it on Philadelphia, and San Fran with the win. So as we move on to the 19th, what do we have? Vegas 3 back at Carolina for the second spot. I don't think there's no way anybody's going to catch Chicago. They'll probably win that by 30 games. Easy. Over here on the other side, Manchester, Lancaster, Crystal Lake, Union Stewards, all within a game of each other, and all 5 out of a playoff spot. So Gary's closed in a little bit closer to Lehigh. So we'll take a look at some of those games. Beantown loses to Carolina. Gary wins. Gary's been playing really good. Beantown loses again, so Carolina sweeps a doubleheader. Northwest shuts out Lancaster. 16 innings, and Washington squeaks by Vegas. Lehigh, a lot of runs. I guess they saved them up for this game. 18-5 over Southside. Chicago, a 6-2 winner, and Crystal Lake beats Manchester. So on to the 20th. I'll stop on the 23rd. We'll take a look at maybe the 22nd. Take a look at some of the streaks. Gary gets beat by Union Stewards. San Francisco, they've won a few. San Francisco back now to playing 500 ball. Lancaster's dropping steadily. Northwest gets a win there. Vegas, another extra inning. They squeak by Washington this time in 12. Lehigh over Southside. Chicago a shutout there, and Crystal Lake over Manchester. So on to the 21st. Manchester shutout. Tion with the win. Northwest, the last place team, but get a win over Lancaster. Chicago beats Washington. Southside, Eddie Plank beats Alexander. Union Stewards a winner. Vegas heads into Philadelphia and faces their toughest pitcher, that Bill Foster. Carolina beats Illinois, and Beantown over San Fran. So on to the 22nd we go. Crystal Lake. They are now just 3.5 back of a playoff spot. Philadelphia shuts out Vegas. Addie Joss with a big win. Carolina, big one over Illinois, 15-3. Manchester shuts out the Union Stewards. San Fran a winner. Lehigh heads into Northwest. It gets away with a win. Chicago over Washington, and Lancaster over Southside. So let's take a look at where we're at. I don't think any of the teams have changed. We've pretty much got the same three teams in the playoff spots. Vegas has a game and a half lead over San Fran, locking down that last playoff spot. Gary, in fact, Carolina's 9-1 in their last 10. That's a hell of a streak. They've won 6 in a row. Chicago's won 5 in a row. Gary, 7-3 in their last 10, but they're on a 3-game losing streak. Lehigh, 4-6 in their last 10. Crystal Lake seems to be the hot team here in Carolina. Let's take a look at some games here. Chicago. They get a rare loss. Washington gets away with a win. Lancaster over South Slide. Gary beats Crystal Lake. Vegas, Joe Necro over Philly. Carolina, big win over Illinois. The Union Stewards a win. San Fran a winner. And Lehigh a winner. So on to the 24th. Philly, Union Stewards, and Lehigh. And we enter the final week here of July. Take a look at, might do a Manchester Lehigh game just in the hopes MV will watch it. You never know. Lehigh, 6-0 shutout. Carolina shutout. Union Stewards with a win. San Fran with a win. San Fran is now only a half game out of the playoff spot. Here's Gary and Lancaster. Gary gets a win. Southside over Crystal Lake, and Washington heads into Vegas and beats them. And now we've got Vegas and San Fran tied for that last playoff spot. Union Stewards 3 back of Southside over here. I'll do this game, maybe fast forward a little bit just to entertain MV. San Fran loses to Illinois. Southside a winner. Washington in 10 innings, 10-9 over Vegas. Carolina a win. Union Stewards a winner. Chicago in 12. And Gary. So let's have a little fun here.
Pitching for Lehigh, Hank Aguirre.
Ball.
McCovey walked. Robinson bunted out to the catcher. McCovey to second. Sacrifice, 1 out. Furlow line to third, 2 out. Mays grounded to the pitcher, safe on throwing error. McCovey scored. Manchester 1 Lehigh 0.
Anomaly here because MV made a trade and we haven't heard from him all
Jeter
day.
struck out, 3 out.
Bernie got a new
Pitching for Manchester, Luis Tient. Cobb grounded to second, 1 out. Abreu popped to first, 2 out.
Ball.
Vaughn walked. Fielder grounded to the pitcher, 3 out.
Strike 3.
Newcomb struck out, 1 out.
Strike 3.
Kennedy struck out, 2 out. Gilliam grounded to third, 3 out. Beach grounded to second, 1 out. Foster popped to short, 2 out. Santo grounded to third, 3 out.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Ashburn walked. McCovey doubled off the wall in right center. Ashburn scored. Manchester 2 Lehigh 0. Robinson bunted out to the pitcher. McCovey to third. Sacrifice, 1 out. Pinch hitting for Manchester. Felipe, Alou. Alou grounded to second, McCovey scored, 2 out, Manchester 3 Lehigh 0. Mays doubled off the wall down the third baseline. Jeter lined a single to left center, Mays scored, Manchester 4 Lehigh 0. Newcomb struck out,
Yeah.
3 out.
What's wrong, Bernie, is I did the trades and he didn't turn in a new file, so it is what it is.
Bench struck out, 1 out. Morgan fly to deep left, 2 out. Cobb fly to right, 3 out. Kennedy fly to deep center, 1 out. Gilliam grounded to third, 2 out. Ashburn struck out, 3 out. Abreu doubled off the wall in left center. Vaughn lined a single up the middle, Abreu to third. Fielder lined to second, 1 out. Veach singled between third and short, Abreu scored, Vaughn to second, Manchester 4 Lehigh 1. Foster struck out, 2 out. Santo lined to second, 3 out. McCovey grounded to second, 1 out. Robinson doubled to left center. Alou grounded to short, 2 out. Mays fly deep down the left field line, 3 out. Bench lined a triple to right center. Morgan lined a single to right, Bench scored, Manchester 4 Lehigh 2. Morgan stole second. Cobb flied down the left field line, 1 out. Abreu popped to first, 2 out. Vaughn flied deep down the right field line, 3 out. Jeter struck out, 1 out. Newcomb struck out, 2 out. Kennedy grounded to second, 3 out. Fielder lined to short, 1 out. Veach doubled to left center. Foster fly to left center, 2 out. Santo doubled off the wall in left center, Veach scored, Manchester 4 Lehigh 3. Bench singled on the infield, Santo to third. Morgan flied shallow down right field line, 3 out. Gilliam flied to shallow right, 1 out. Ashburn grounded to second, safe on an error, Ashburn to second. McCovey intentionally walked. Robinson flied to left center, 2 out. Alou flied to deep left center, 3 out. Cobb flied to deep center, 1 out. Abreu flied to very deep right center, 2 out. Vaughn grounded a single between first and second.
Holy cow!
Fielder hit a 2-run homer to right center, 378 feet, Lehigh 5 Manchester 4. Veach grounded to short, 3 out. Mays fly to deep left, 1 out.
Dead ball!
Jeter hit by pitch. Pinch hitting for Manchester,
Strike
Jim
three.
Ray,
Go!
Hart. Hart struck out, 2 out.
Strike three.
Kennedy struck out, 3 out. Foster grounded a single between third and short.
Ball four.
Santo walked, Foster to second. Bench fly to center, 1 out. Morgan hit a 3-run homer down the right field line, 370 feet, Lehigh 8 Manchester 4. Cobb fly down the left field line, 2 out. Abreu popped to second, 3 out. Gilliam grounded to first, 1 out. Ashburn grounded to second, 2 out.
Yep, and Manchester, what have they got in these safe lineups? Depth. What does their DH depth look like? Well, let's just get Newcomb out of there. And Terry Kennedy, there you go. Providing Envy a little assistance there. Let's take a look here at the 27th. What do we have going on? We have Union Stewards, 3 back. Vegas and San Fran tied. Carolina on the road at Beantown. Carolina gets a win. 10-game winning streak for Carolina. Union Stewards, they get a win. That gets them a little closer to Southside. Illinois beats San Fran. That's good news for Vegas. Chicago a winner. Southside a winner. Vegas needs a win. They get it. So Vegas now a game into the playoffs. Southside and Lehigh. Luke over Kisson. Washington a winner. Union Stewards beat Gary. Illinois a winner. San Francisco shuts out Chicago. Lancaster beats Manchester. Crystal Lake a winner. And Vegas. Herb Score gets by Carolina. Away we go. Beantown a 10-1 winner. Gary 8-3. Lehigh squeaks by Southside, 21 wins for Alexander now. Philadelphia, big win over Illinois. Chicago, best San Fran. Lancaster gets a win. Crystal Lake pounces on Northwest. And Carolina this time returns the favor to Vegas. 2 games left. 2 days worth of games left. Let's see what we got. Vegas, San Fran locked in a hell of a battle. Southside, Union Stewards, Crystal Lake, Lancaster, all fairly close for that 3rd spot. Manchester, 9-0 win. Beantown, Gary, Lehigh gets lucky against Southside. Philadelphia shutout. Chicago beating up on San Francisco. Crystal Lake a winner. Double header here as Carolina, Anibal Sanchez, 13-4. It's a pretty good pitching effort. Who's the other guy we saw? I have to check on Maddox. Maddox was like 14-1 or something. Lancaster, 3-2 winner. And in the nightcap, Vegas. So Vegas and Carolina split. The 31st, no games scheduled. We are through July. Let's take a look at standings. What do we see? Well, Carolina 8-2. Chicago's always on the winning side, but Carolina 8-2 in their last 10. They're hot. Who's not? Illinois, Beantown 3-7. And no more tears. Lehigh on a 8-game winning streak. 9-1. They're hot. Union Stewards 7-3. And Northwest, the community team, has lost 9 in a row. So take a look at some of the leaders here. Let's take a look at pitching. Who are best pitchers here? Greg Maddux is 15-2, and Pedro 13-4. 1.82 ERA. I'll tell you what, if you can have an ERA under 2 in this kind of a league, that's outstanding. Um, Only 9 saves is the league leader. That's Marv Grissom. That's kind of seems low. Dazzy Vance is leading in strikeouts. I don't think that's a surprise. Take a look at our batting. Eddie Collins way out in front here now, leading in batting. Gibson pulled ahead of Neil Suttles. Sheffield's up there, 32. That's quite a few. But Josh Gibson having a really good year this year. He's driven in 90. Right there with George Foster. Henderson way out in front with stolen bases with 60. Team fielding. What do we got here? Fielding. What can we learn? Carolina leading the league in great plays. Double plays, Washington. Errors, Illinois. And they lead the league in errors, but they're also up there in fielding percentage. Crazy, crazy. Let's take a look at home runs. Southside hitting a lot. Of course, it's their park. They're playing in Polo Grounds 4. They've given it, that's a home run, a true launching pad. Robinson and Helton both have 2 grand slams this season. Interesting. And let's take a look at OPS, Gibson, so far. So I'm going to zip the file up. Trade deadline is a reminder. I'm going to put the trade deadline there to tomorrow afternoon, and we'll be ready to roll in